Canto 12. First terrace continued. Carved examples of pride cast down. The angel, a razor of 1p, a beatitude. Climb. Side by side, like oxen under a yoke, I was walking along with that burdened soul as long as my sweet tutor allowed it. But when he said, "Leave him and pass on, for here it is good that each propel his bark with sail and oars as much as he can," I stood erect in body, as one should be to walk, although in thought I remained bent over and humbled. I had moved on, and gladly followed my master's steps, and we were both already showing how light we were. And he said to me, "Turn your eyes downward. It will be good for you, to smooth your path, to see the bed where the soles of your feet are resting. As, over the buried dead, to preserve their memory, the tombs in a pavement are signed with what they were in life, so that often we weep again because of the pricking of memory, which drives its spurs only into the devoted. So I saw carvings there, but of better appearance thanks to the workmanship, over all that projects from the mountain as a path. I saw him who was created nobler than all creatures, falling like a thunderbolt down from heaven on one side. I saw Briareus, pierced by the celestial bolt, lying heavy on the earth in the frost of death on the other side. I saw Timbreus, I saw Pallas and Mars, still in armor, around their father, gazing at the scattered limbs of the giants. I saw Nimrod, at the foot of his great work, almost dazed, gazing at the people who had been proud with him in Shinar. O Niobe, with what grieving eyes did I see you carved in the surface of the road, amid 7 and 7 of your dead children. O Saul, how you appeared, killing yourself on your own sword in Gilboa, which thereafter felt neither rain nor dew. O mad Arachne, so I saw you, already half a spider, sitting wretched on the shreds of the work you made to your own ruin. O Rehoboam, your image there no longer seems menacing, but full of terror. A chariot carries it off without anyone pursuing. Shown also by the hard pavement was how Alcmaeon made the unlucky ornament seem costly to his mother. It showed how his sons fell upon Sennacherib in the temple, and how, when he was dead, they left him there. It showed the ruin and the cruel slaughter done by Tamiris, when she said to Cyrus, "You have thirsted for blood, and with blood I fill you." It showed how the Assyrians fled in a rout when Holofernes was killed, and also what remained from the murder. I saw Troy in ashes and cavernous ruins. O Ilion, how low and vile the carvings seen there showed you to be. What master of the brush or stylus could portray the shadings and the outlines there, which would cause a subtle wit to marvel? Dead seemed the dead, and the living living. One who saw the true event did not see better than I all that I trod upon, while I walked bent over. Now assert your pride, and stride on with haughty brow, you sons of Eve, and do not lower your eyes to see your evil path. We had circled more of the mountain, and used up much more of the sun's path than my spirit, all absorbed, supposed, when he, who walked always intent on what was ahead, began, "Raise your head, it is no longer time to walk so bent over. See there an angel preparing to come toward us. See how the 6th handmaid returns from serving the day. Adorn your face and actions with reverence, so that he may be pleased to send us upward. Think that this day will never dawn again." I was quite used to his admonitions never to lose time, so that on that subject his speech could not be obscure to me. Toward us came the lovely creature, clothed in white, and in face like the trembling morning star. He opened his arms, and then he opened his wings. He said, "Come, near here are the steps, and the climb now is easy. To this invitation they very rarely come. O human race, born to fly upward, why do you fall at so little wind?" He led us to where the rock was cut. There he struck my forehead with his wings, then promised me safe passage, as on the right hand, to climb the hill where the church sits that dominates the well-guided city above Rubicante. The fierce thrust of the slope is broken by the stairway made in an age when the record book in the measure were still secure. So is the bank made easier that falls steep from the next terrace, but on this side and on that the high rock closes in. As we were turning into it, voices sang Beati Paupere Spiritu in a way that speech cannot describe. Ah, how different are these passageways from those in hell, for here one enters with singing, down there with fierce laments. Already we were mounting the sacred steps, and I seemed to be much lighter than I had been before on the level ground. So I, Master, say, what heavy thing has been lifted from me, so that while going up I feel almost no exertion? He replied, when the P's that still remain on your forehead, almost effaced, are, like the first, entirely gone, then your feet will be so vanquished by your good will that not only will they feel no labor, but it will be a delight to them to be urged upward. Then I did as those do who go about with something on their head unknown to them, except that the signs made by others make them suspect, so that their hand tries to make certain, and seeks and finds and carries out the task that sight cannot perform. And with the fingers of my right hand I found diminished in but 6 the letters that he of the keys had engraved above my temples, and, watching this, my leader smiled.